and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual WRG Gala. Who would have thought that we would be doing this virtually this year? Am I right? It's so exciting to see all of you, and thank you so much for joining us from your homes or wherever you are in the world. At this time, I want you to sit back and relax and help me welcome classically trained vocalists Sanjeev and Armin Ramabhadran. Sanjeev is well known around the world as the first ever NRI participant and winner of TV's Saregamapa's main schedule. Armin has the uncommon ability to effortlessly navigate highly complex melodies while maintaining the dignity and overall musicality of the performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sanjeev and Armin.
Thank you to Shilpa and all the ladies at WRG for remembering us for this occasion. We have brought together some timeless treasures and some contemporary classics to share with you. And let's get right to it. And we will have some music and we'll talk a little bit about WRG this evening. So hope that you enjoy the performance and you get a good look at what WRG is doing and are able to support their great efforts. So start with the music now.
जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी वो बरसात की रात, एक अनजान हसीना से मुलाकात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी। बरसता पानी, हाय वो रेशमी जुल्फों से बरसता पानी, फूल से गालों पे रुकने को तरसता पानी, दिल में तूफान उठाते हुए, दिल में तूफान उठाते हुए जज्बात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी। डर के बिजली से अचानक वो लिपटना उसका, और फिर शर्म से बल खा के सिमटना उसका, कभी देखी ना सुनी ऐसी हो, कभी देखी ना सुनी ऐसी तिलिस्मात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी। सुर्ख आंचल को दबा कर जो निचोड़ा उसने, सुर्ख आंचल को दबा कर जो निचोड़ा उसने, दिल पे जलता हुआ एक तीर सा छोड़ा उसने, आग पानी में लगाते हुए, आग पानी में लगाते हुए हालात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी। मेरे नगमों में जो बसती है वो तस्वीर थी, वो नौजवानी के हसीं ख्वाब की ताबीर थी वो, आसमानों से उतर आई वो, आसमानों से उतर आई थी जो रात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी वो बरसात की रात, जिंदगी भर नहीं भूलेगी.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's able to hear well, and we are in a increasingly in a virtual world, and we made all the connections and hope everything is coming through to you perfectly. We are going to try to stay on top of that, and again, it's a pleasure to be here with all of you. Armin and I are very happy to be performing for WRG's annual event, and we're going to keep it coming. We're going to keep the flow with songs like these to start with, and then we will switch over to some more contemporary stuff and mix it up a little bit. This was, of course, from the 1960 movie Barsat Ki Raat, and while we're talking about Barsat and Barasna, another kind of Barasna in the form of this beautiful melody Lataji sang for Maestro Madan Mohan Kohli.
नैना
And this from the movie Vokonti of the mid-1960s, that classic mystery movie with songs galore. Now, we continue on in the mid-60s, this ever-popular duet, and we will take this number and then we will pause for some more from the ladies at WRG to tell you a little bit more about the work they've been doing and then continue with the music after this. So here is a lively duet from the same period.
ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल, सावन की घटा छाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल। ऐसी तो मेरी तकदीर न थी, तुम सा जो कोई महबूब मिले, दिल आज खुशी से पागल है, दिल आज खुशी से पागल है, ऐ जाने वफा तुम खूब मिले, ऐ जाने वफा तुम खूब मिले, दिल क्यों न बने पागल, क्या तुमने अदा पाई, ये देख के दिल झूमा, ले प्यार ने अंगड़ाई, दीवाना हुआ बादल।
जब तुमसे नजर टकराई सनम, जज्बात का एक तूफान था, तिनके की तरह मैं बह निकली, तिनके की तरह मैं बह निकली, सैलाब मेरे रोके न रुका, सैलाब मेरे रोके न रुका, जीवन में मची हलचल और बजने लगी शहनाई, ये देख दिल झूमा, ये प्यार ने अंगड़ाई,
दीवाना हुआ बादल। है आज नए अरमानों से आबाद मेरे दिल की नगरी, बरसों से खिज़ां का मौसम था, बरसों से खिज़ां का मौसम था, वीरान पड़ी दुनिया थी मेरी, वीरान बड़ी हाथों में तेरा आंचल आया के बाहर आई ये देख के दिल झूमा ली प्यार ने अंगड़ाई
दीवाना हुआ बादल सावन की घटा छाई ये देख के दिल झूमा ले जान अंगड़ाई
दीवाना हुआ बादल
दीवाना हुआ बादल
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you were enjoying yourself. We are, again, very happy to be here, Sanjeev and Armin Ramabhadran. For those of you just tuning in, happy to be performing for WRG's annual gala, and want to kick it back to DJ Shilpa to bring us to the next segment of our program.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev and Armin. You both are amazingly talented. We really, really appreciate you both being with us this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, there's 125 of you in here. That is amazing. That is so much support and so much love. And we really, really appreciate you all being with us. At this time, I'd like to introduce the WRG committee members. Hopefully you all can see the picture. From left to right, Geeta Fauzdar, Rakhi Mitra, Veena Sawhney, Malti Bhambani, Kusum Ketkar, Poonam Batra, Rita Chaudhary, Indu Gyani, and Sushma Kumar. It just would not be possible without these ladies. So wherever you are, if you're holding a drink, cheers them. If you can clap your hands for them. They are wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to also introduce the WRG 2.0 committee. From left to right, Monica Suri, Chaya Batra Gentry, Jayashri Sawhney, Snehal Batra, and Nadia Halim. Thank you. And at this time, I'd like to welcome the president of WRG, Kusum Ketkar, who will say a few words.
Dear friends, I'm sure you're enjoying melodious singing of Sanjeev and Armin. We will take a few minutes to tell you about WRG's work, after which music program will continue. Welcome to the Women's Rehabilitation Group's first ever virtual gala. We wish to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of over 20,000 women, children, and young adults who were given an opportunity to make their lives better because of your generosity and loyal support. This year, your support is even more critical because millions of families in India are experiencing hardship due to COVID-19's lockdown. The per capita income in India is about 1/8 of the US, and the economic downturn has been more than twice as steep. The conditions for majority of Indians are more distressed than usual. Almost 200 million workers, comprising 40% of the workforce, are either out of work or experiencing substantial loss of earnings. Please visit our new and updated website and click on donate button to help us continue funding upwards of 15 projects. You can also send pledge on chat and mail the check later. Browse the website to get to know more about WRG and the projects we fund. This year's new initiatives focus on empowering rural women by training widows of suicide farmers in organic farming, by coaching migrant women to make marketable handicrafts using their traditional skills in embroidery and applique work. and by financially supporting rural girls to complete their high school education. Open your hearts to help our scholarship recipients in New Jersey, universities and colleges, and fund our vocational centers and schools in India. Schools in India are requesting support for smartphones to continue children's education since many parents do not own them. We appreciate your decision to spend the evening with us despite having many other commitments. Enjoy the evening and above all, stay safe and healthy. Thank you once again for your continuing support and the trust that you have placed in us to further our collective vision. Poonam Batra will now talk about our new and continuing projects. Best wishes from WRG Executive Committee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kusum. We appreciate you taking the time out to say a few words. We now have 127 people in here. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. You can still share the link and encourage more people to join us throughout the evening. I want to take the time out to let you know that we will be picking 3 random winners throughout the night, and we're going to be giving away 3 prizes. We'd like to thank the following proud sponsors of WRG for these fabulous prizes. The first prize is a $50 gift certificate from Curry Zone, which features a wide array of North Indian and Indo-Chinese dishes located in Franklin Township. Thank you, Curry Zone. The next prize will be a $100 gift certificate from the Mehetani Restaurant Group. Thank you so much to the Mehetani Restaurant Group. The third prize is going to be a $200 gift certificate from State of the Art Spa Lotus in Red Bank. I can certainly use a spa day. I don't know about any of you. So these prizes are fabulous. Once again, thank you to our sponsors. And at this time, please welcome Poonam Batra.
Thank you, Shilpa and Kusum. Wow, Sanjeev and Armin, you are amazing singers. Good evening, everyone. A heartfelt thanks to all of you for supporting us for last 37 years. I never imagined I will be doing WRG presentation on Zoom. 2020 has been a challenging year. We are all learning and adapting to the new ways. So as we navigate this time of uncertainty, it is my humble request to all of you to support us and help us make this year's gala the most memorable gala ever for WRG. I would share some slides with you, and you will be able to see the progress WRG had made. Here is the list of the projects which were supported with your generous support in 2019. As you can see, WRG was able to undertake 3 new projects last year. Our brochure is uploaded on our website. Please read about these projects. It will warm your heart to see how you have uplifted so many lives and made a difference. I would share some projects with you. WRG joined hands with Sister Nivedita School on Wheels as their mission accomplishes our mission and goal of educating and empowering underprivileged children. We all know in India, if the family funds are limited, it's the girls who are held back from continuing their education. So WRG adopted 10 girls from grades 9 to 12 to support them with their school expenses so they can continue their education beyond 8th grade. Vashuti and Sheetal are two of the recipients. They are studying in 11th grade at present, and they both are aspiring to be teachers. Geeta Fojdar visited the school in February, and she reports that she is very impressed with the running of the school. Swapna Sarthak School's mission is to provide quality education free of cost to marginalized children. School has at present 210 students. It is up to 6th grade. Each student gets uniforms, books, stationery, and a midday meal free. Sushma Kumar visited the school in December 2019. She interacted with the students, teachers, and even few of the parents. And she found the teachers are very knowledgeable, and parents were very appreciative that their kids are getting good education and are out of the streets. Snidhi Primary School, your school, as it was opened in 2018 with your full support, has 77 children at present. It is up to 1st grade. Plan is to add one additional grade each year up to 5th grade. I visited the school in February, and it touched my heart to see the little kids singing a welcome song for me. I interacted with the teachers and found that they are very dedicated. Observed that the kids come to school neatly dressed, are attentive in class, and courteous in journal. Let's hear these kids.
और अभी इसने तो बहुत अच्छी पोइम करी, वेलकम किया, राइट? आपने किया ना? हाँ, वेरी गुड गुड किड्स, पढ़ते रहिए, खूब पढ़िए, ताकि बड़े होके आप अच्छी तरह से खूब क्या बनना मांगेंगे, क्या बड़े होके आप क्या चाहते हो, क्या बनना मांगते हो? वकील, वाह वाह, वेरी गुड, गिव मी a high five, very good.
We have so many kids like him who are waiting, wanting, and hoping that someone will help them continue their education. So let's all help these kids make their dreams a reality. Skill Development Center added 2 new courses, Beauty Culture and Nursing Assistant, last year. A total of 158 students graduated in 4 courses. Sushma Kumar visited the school, the center, and she interacted with the Anuradha Goyal, the chairperson, and with other trainees and trainers. You can see her admiring the purse made by a trainee. Per Anuradha Goyal, most of the graduates can earn about 10,000 rupees per month. So you see, by providing these trainings, we empower these students with self-sustaining skills, and they become financially independent and they can lead a productive life. So please, let's continue to support these worthwhile projects and break the vicious cycle of poverty. With your support, we continue to provide 5 students $1,000 each at Middlesex County College. Let's hear these recipients.
I'm an MCC graduate and I was majoring in biology, biotechnology, and chemistry. My career plan is to become a doctor. My years in MCC were greatly helped by the scholarship WRG gave me for 3 consecutive years. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for the scholarship.
Hi, my name is Neelam. I'm a first-year nursing student at Middlesex County College. I hope to become a registered nurse. I'm really fascinated by wound care and injury prevention, and I would love to grow and learn more about that specialty. I feel really honored to have received the Women's Rehabilitation Group Scholarship. As a student, tuition is always in the back of my mind. In the past several years, my family has gone through several financial changes, and receiving this scholarship will definitely alleviate some of the stress associated with that.
Thank you so much, Women's Rehab Group.
Thank you, WRG.
Thank you so much, Women's Rehabilitation Group. Thank you so much.
Thank you for helping me take one step closer to my dream.
All this has been possible because of you. 29 individuals were supported last year. We either provided them assistance with their education expense or helped them get started with a small enterprise. Here are few of the recipients. Aryaman, he is studying law. He is in second year and is doing very well in his school. Sonam, you have been supporting her for last 2 years. She completed her 12th grade. Can you believe she came first, not in her class, not in her district, but in whole Rajasthan? She is preparing for her medical school entrance exams. Her dream is to become a doctor. Swati, with your help, we were able to get her an auto rickshaw so she can take care of her kids and a sick husband. Let's see what Swati has to say to you.
स्वाती, मी तुला 50,000 रुपये दिले तर तू ऑटो घेतला, ऑटो चालवून राहिली. आता तुझ्या जीवनात काय सुधार आली ते ऑटो घेतल्यानंतर?
WRG representative Usha Chorcheria asking Swati, WRG granted you 50,000 rupees to buy an auto rickshaw. How has this changed your life? Swati replies, with the help from WRG I now drive the rickshaw and able to lead a better life. I can send my kids to school and pay for it. I take care of my family's needs and lead a better life now. I am very thankful to WRG for their help in changing my family and my children's future.
Swati is now a female role model in a male-dominated profession. Your support has been a beam of shining light to all of them. Many of you were at our gala last year, and you pledged over $15,000 for Sant Ishwar Singh School for various items as shown on the screen. I visited the school in February, and I would like to share the progress school has made in very short period of time. They have the computer lab now. Solar panels were installed, so that has cut down their electricity expense significantly. The new water cooler was installed. The whole school is painted. And thanks to all of you, now each classroom is painted, has desk, has working blackboard, and has ceiling fans. 3 teachers were hired with your help. Vipin is the math teacher, Nishant is the English teacher, and Mega is the biology teacher. Just showing Rashi, she is the principal of the school. School has 2 large rooms like this one, which are empty at present. They are looking for your help so that they can set up a chemistry and physics lab in these 2 rooms. As at present, the kids are bused to another school for their practical experience. Let's see what Geeta Chabra, who is the managing director, what she has to say.
पूनम जी ने हमारा स्कूल देखे बिना सिर्फ मेरे शब्दों पर विश्वास करते हुए हमें जो मतलब उसके लिए शुक्रिया शब्द बहुत कम है एंड मैं चाहूँगी कि कंटिन्यूस आपकी ये हेल्प मेरे साथ बनी रहे. इस स्कूल को आगे बढ़ाने में बहुत लोगों का साथ, हर बंदा, बच्चे, टीचर्स, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट टीचर्स जिन्होंने हमें फुल कोऑपरेट किया. और सबसे बड़ी बात, ये स्कूल एक कदम शायद ना आगे बढ़ा पाता अगर राशि हमारे साथ था. आपकी हेल्प से स्कूल पेंट नहीं था, पेंट हुआ. हमारे स्कूल्स में आधे कमरों में पंखे थे, पंखे लगे। सोलर के लिए हमें बहुत सख्त नीड थी, सबसे पहली हेल्प हमारी सोलर की हुई। ब्लैक बोर्ड्स अच्छे हुए। बच्चे थैंक्स शायद उतना पब्लिकली नहीं कह पाएंगे क्योंकि उनको मालूम है कि ये सब लोग हम कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि फेस पर हम लोग आते हैं, लेकिन हम जानते हैं कि सपोर्ट आपकी है। थैंक यू सो मच पूनम जी। WRG प्लीज। WRG की।
You may not be able to change the world, but you can change the world for one person, one family, one at a time. So please open up your hearts, open up your wallet, and be the world to one person. Thank you. Thank you for your unwavering support and encouragement.
Thank you so much, Poonam Batra. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you got a chance to see some of the great things that WRG is doing. We have 136 people in this room, and we are so happy and so thankful. At this time, I'm going to queue up a donation slide, which you'll all see on your screens. You can use that link to donate, ladies and gentlemen. You can also type in your pledges in the Zoom chat, and we will see those pledges. I'd like to just call out a few pledges that we've received. Mr. Raj Kumar Shah from Malaysia, thank you so much for $1,100. Sandeep and Minakshi Kapadia, $1,000. Thank you. We appreciate you. Geeta and Mohan Nihalani, $50. Radha and Bob Gandhi, $100. Thank you so much. Vivekanand's Nandiwala, $101. Thank you. Thank you. Lalita, $100. Thank you. We appreciate you so much. Rajiv and Snehal Batra, $500. Vinny and Kash Mahana, $100. Thank you so much. We cannot do this without all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you can always donate on the website, but you can also type in the pledges in the Zoom chat and we will receive them. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your continued support and generosity. Let's move on to more entertainment. And once again, welcome our husband and wife team, Sanjeev and Armin. Born and raised in the US, Sanjeev was fortunate to find a guru and eminent vocalist composer, Sri Ram Pathak, while Armin trained in Hindustani vocal music from Mrs. Minakshi Bapat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sanjeev and Armin.
Thank you again, Shilpa. And before we go on, just want to reiterate in the words of Poonamji, changing one life, one family at a time. WRG is serving an overlooked but acute unmet need and building financial independence and self-confidence for young adults and women all over. Want to exhort you to take a look at the website and find out more about their efforts if you don't already know, and look into how you can help them out. So with that, now we continue. We started in the era of names like Roshan, Madan Mohan, O.P. Nayyar, and that is an era that is very dear to us, as some of you already know out there. We will come back there, but we're going to jet ahead to the Shankara Hassan Loy era for this next number, and we'll play back and forth a little bit. We have a few things to share.
धागे तोड़ लाओ चांदनी से नूर के, घूंघट ही बना लो रोशनी से नूर के। धागे तोड़ लाओ चांदनी से नूर के, घूंघट ही बना लो रोशनी से नूर के।
शर्मा गई तो आगोश में लो, हो सांसों से उलझी रहे मेरी सांसें।
बोल हल्के हल्के, बोल हल्के हल्के, होंठ से हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के
बोल न हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के हल्के होंठ से हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के
नींद का सौदा करे एक ख्वाब ले एक ख्वाब ले
एक ख्वाब तो आँखों में है एक चाँद के तकिए तले
कितने दिनों से ये आसमां भी सोया नहीं है इसको सुला दे
बोल न हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के हल्के होंठ से हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के
बोल न हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के हल्के होंठ से हल्के हल्के बोल न हल्के मारे सगा मारे सगा मारे
परी सगा गमाना पा
उम्र लगी कहते हुए दो लफ्ज थे एक बात थी
वो एक दिन 100 साल का 100 साल की वो रात थी
कैसा लगे जो चुपचाप दोनों ओ पल पल में पूरी सदियां बिता दें ओ धागे तोड़ लाओ चांदनी से नूर के शर्म आ गई तो
आवाज में लो
सांसों से उलझी रहे मेरी सांसें बोल हल्के हल्के बोल हल्के हल्के बोल से हल्के हल्के बोल हल्के बोल हल्के हल्के बोल हल्के हल्के बोल से हल्के हल्के बोल हल्के. And that was from a classic movie, Jhoom Barabar Jhoom. Very, very upbeat music. Shankar Hassan Loy has brought a unique mix of flavors, very definite reminders to the melodies, the folk and classical melodies of the subcontinent, but with that upbeat, swingy touch. They found that right mix so many, many times. So we continue on in this era now. Around about the same time, we are at 2020 already. Just the years are racing by. It's unbelievable, and it's been a tough year. But we're gonna rally. We're all gonna rally. Go back a little more than a decade for Jhoom Barabar Jhoom, and at about the same time, the movie Guru came out, and this is a very beautiful duet from the collection of A.R. Rahman. A classic romantic duet. For all the modern things he's produced, this is very much in tune with classic value, and hope you enjoy this duet. चश्म चश्मिना दम दर चश्म चश्मिना सुन मेरे हमदम हमेशा इश्क में ही जीना हैरते आशिकी जगा मत पैरों से ज़मीं ज़मीं लगा मत हैरते आशिकी जगा मत पैरों से ज़मीं ज़मीं लगा मत हैरते आशिकी हैरते आशिकी हैरते आशिकी दम दर चश्म चश्म दम दर चश्म चश्म सुन मेरे हमदम हमेशा इश्क में ही जीना
क्यों उर्दू फारसी बोलते हो क्यों उर्दू फारसी बोलते हो सच कहते हो दो तोड़ते हो झूठों के शहंशाह बोलो ना
कभी जाको मेरी आंखें कभी जाको मेरी आंखें सुनाए एक दास्तां जो होठों से खोलो ना
हैरते आशिकी जगा मत पैरों से ज़मीं ज़मीं लगा मत हैरते आशिकी हैरते आशिकी ओ हैरते आशिकी
दो चार महीने से लम्हों में दो चार महीने से लम्हों में उम्रों के हिसाब भी होते हैं
जिन्हें देखा नहीं कल तक जिन्हें देखा नहीं कल तक कहीं भी अब भोग में वो चेहरे बोते हैं
हैरते आशिकी जगा मत पैरों से ज़मीं ज़मीं लगा मत
हैरते आशिकी जगा मत पैरों से ज़मीं ज़मीं लगा मत
हैरते आशिकी
हैरते आशिकी ओ हैरते आशिकी
दम दर चश्म
चश्म
दम दर चश्म
चश्म
सुन मेरे हमदम
हमेशा
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And before we go on to our next regularly scheduled song, well, wanted to take a moment or two to remember a few giant musical figures that have that are no longer with us. One, it's been almost a decade since one of them left, and one of them very recently left us. We're still coping with that. I'll just share a few snippets of the songs that are on my mind today. If you start devoting a program to those two, either of those two, it's a very, very long effort. It's a big effort. So just a little glimpse for now, but clearly, all of us, any musicians and music lovers around the world, remember them very, very fondly. तुम नहीं गम नहीं शराब नहीं तुम नहीं गम नहीं शराब नहीं तुम नहीं गम नहीं शराब नहीं ऐसी तन्हाई का जवाब नहीं तुम नहीं गम नहीं शराब नहीं और इसके बाद many of you remember a song that begins नीले नीले अंबर पर चांद जब आए. That song was sung by the late Kishore Kumar, another legend whom we, of course, fondly remember. And we lost him around this time of the year, actually, but it's been 3.5 decades since he left. But the original of this song actually came from the Tamil film industry, and it sounded something like this. வரும் வழியில் பனிமழையில் பருவநிலா தினம் நனையும் முகில் எடுத்து முகம் துடைத்து விடியும் வரை நடைபழகும் வானவீதியில் வேக ஊர்வலம் காணும் போதிலே ஆறுதல் தரும் பருவமகள் விழிகளிலே கனவு வரும் இளைய நிலா பொழிகிறதே இதயம் வரை நனைகிறதே உலா போகும் மேகம் கனா காணுமே விழா காணுமே வானமே இளைய நிலா பொழிகிறதே. And I don't even need to mention the names. All of you have already figured out. That first was a snippet from a ghazal by the late Jagjit Singh Ji, that towering figure in the world of ghazal and even popular music beyond that. And the second piece was one of the most famous songs of the late, and I still can't bring myself to say the late, S.P. Balasubramaniam, who became very popular in Hindi for a time, but really the crux of his repertoire and the things that made him what he is, Tamil, Telugu, and those languages. Those of you who have not already heard, please go and seek out. So we remember both of these musicians today. It is the 10th is when we lost Jagjit Singh Ji about 9 years ago, and just a victim of COVID complications was the late S.P. Balasubramaniam, but his music lives on. And with that, then, we continue. So we often have folks say that हम पॉपुलर म्यूजिक को बहुत पसंद करते हैं, फिल्म म्यूजिक को खास, लेकिन क्लासिकल के बारे में बहुत जानते नहीं हैं, or we're not really big into the classical music. The funny thing is that so many of these melodies, in fact, pretty much everything we have sung has a pretty conspicuous tie back to classical melody. And This will be one of the more explicitly classical melodies, but you will see throughout that there are very conspicuous links. This is a composition of Maestro Naushad Saab from the mid-60s movie Dil Diya, Dad Diya.
सावन आए या ना आए जिया जब झूमे सावन है सावन आए कार मिले जब दिल से दिल के वही समय मन भावन है वही समय मन भावन भावन है सावन आए या ना आए जिया जब झूमे सावन है सावन आए रे म पनि प म पनि सा
जब से पिया तू नैनों में आया प्रेम के रंग में रच गई काया
बागों में बन में नील गगन में सब में है तेरे रूप की छाया
तू है मेरे संग तो हरदम खुशी की आवन आवन है
खुशी की आवन 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 है सावन आए या ना आए जिया जब झूमे सावन है सावन आए
रे सनी सरे मपा
पमरे मपसनी किया मंजीरे मन एक तारा इनमें बाजे नाम तिहारा
हंसते गाते जीवन बीते अंत न हो ये गीत हमारा
मौसम आया सुख पावन का दुखों की जावन जावन है दुखों की जावन 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 है सावन आए या ना आए जिया जब झूमे सावन है सावन आए
Thank you very much. And that was a sparkling composition of Naushad Saab's that highlights different prakars of the rag sarang. And what a vibrant melody. The entire northwestern part of that subcontinent, whether it's Punjab, Gujarat, Maharashtra, relies so heavily on sarang for their even what we call folk music. The melody of sarang is so firmly embedded in that. And our next song, in fact, is a beacon to that. So we again move a couple decades forward, actually, very recent song now to begin. Yes, not a couple decades, more like
4 decades more. 5, okay, 65. Yeah, geez. Like I said, the years are rolling by. I'm getting worse at math, I guess. Anyway, 50 plus years. That's right. So again, we talked about timeless treasures and contemporary classics, and this has become easily a contemporary classic.
आओ जी आओ घूमरड़ी खेलवान पधारो सा घूमरड़ी खेलवान बलम थारो घुरर घुरर घुरावे आसो मनो जीवड़ो घणो हिचकावे ओ घबरावे मन में भावे मारो बादिलो भवर मन भावे चमक छम बाजे पायल बाजे बाई सा खेले झमक झमक घुंघरा बाजे आओ सा घूमरड़ी खेलवाने आओ सा घूमरड़ी खेलवाने
धनक प्रीत के सर पे ओढ़ कर घूमर घूमर घूमे हाँ घूमर घूमर घूमे ओ रलक रीत सब जग के छोड़ कर घूमर घूमर घूमे भर के ढोला वाले घाट घूमर 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 घूमे घूमर घूमर घूमे रे भाई साहब घूमर घूमे हमारी सारी काया बोले ढोला की छाया होले मन का घूमर जब भी डोले सुने बन में मेला कर दे ढोला वाले घाट घूमर 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 घूमे घूमर घूमर घूमे रे भाई साहब घूमर घूमे
आओ जी मारा पिया जी
सारे एहसासों की रौनक है हमारी दीवारें मन महल की सारी दीवारें सारे रंग रंग वाली सारे एहसासों की रौनक है हमारी दीवारें मन महल की सारी दीवारें सारे रंग रंग वाली बाकी सारा सारा तन है जगमगाया तारों भरी हो गई भारी सारी काली रात भर के ढोला काले कागज घूमर 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 रे भाई साहब घूमर घूमे धनक प्रीत के सर पे ओढ़ कर घूमर घूमर घूमे भर के ढोला वाले घाट घूमर 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 घूमे घूमर घूमर घूमे रे आशा घूमर घूमे
आओ जी घूमर खेल वायो अपना साथ साथ घूमा सगला खेल वायो कले को गुंगी चूड़ी पायल याद करो घूमर 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 देखे लो तेरा नीचे ठानी केले सासू जी घूमरनी केले ननद भोजाई केले भाई सा घूमरनी केले घूमे रे घूमे रे घूमे घूमर घूमर घूमे 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 घूमर घूमर घूमे घूमे रे घूमर 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 घूमे 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 घूमर घूमर घूमे घूमर 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 घूमे, घूमर 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 घूमे, घूमर 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 घूमे. All right, and that's a festive one. We took a chance by not having an army of musicians behind us and trying to pull that off. Hopefully you enjoyed that. We will take one more before we take another breather and kick it back over to Shilpa for some more announcements on our pledge activities and other relevant announcements for WRG. As I said, 2020 has been a tough year, and we need courage. We need a lot of courage in these times. And so this song is quite apropos, given the circumstances that we're in for various reasons. It's another more recent melody from the movie Dor, another voice that has captured many, many hearts and minds these days is that of Shafqat Amanat Ali. And this is one of his pet melodies. ये हौसला कैसे झुके, ये आरज़ू कैसे रुके, ये हौसला कैसे झुके, ये आरज़ू कैसे रुके, मंजिल मुश्किल तो क्या, धुंधला साहिल तो क्या, तन्हा ये दिल तो क्या बिखरे अगर उस पे तो फिर भी चलना ही है, शाम छुपा ले सूरज मगर रात को एक दिन ढलना ही है, रुत ये टल जाएगी, हिम्मत रंग लाएगी, रहमत अता, धूप कटेगी साए तले, अपनी खुदा से है ये दुआ, मंजिल लगा ले हमको Thank you, everybody. And with that, let's do another handoff back to Shilpa and the ladies of WRG to tell us a little more about the evening, and we will return with more music after a little bit.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev and Armin. You are so good. We're all enjoying your music. Thank you for blessing us this evening. And I just want to touch base on what Sanjeev said. This year has been hard, but I think we all should be so grateful that we're all gathered together here virtually and enjoying this evening. There's 135 of us in here right now. I think the highest I saw was 145. So we really, really appreciate you all taking the time out to join us. Sanjeev and Armin, thank you again. They have actually agreed to stay with us until 7:45 this evening. Thank you, Sanjeev and Armin. We can't wait to bring you back. So now I have to make a fun announcement. The winner of one of our prizes, the prize that I'm going to give away right now is a $50 gift certificate from Curry Zone. Curry Zone is located in Franklin Township, and they feature a wide array of cuisine, North Indian and Indo-Chinese. Curry Zone, thank you so much for the $50 gift certificate. And the winner is Rohit Nagpal. Rohit Nagpal, you are the winner of the $50 gift certificate from Curry Zone. The WRG committee will contact you directly and send you your prize. Rohit, thank you for joining us, and Curry Zone, thank you for that gift certificate. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am going to cue our donation slide. This is the link that you can use to make donations. You can visit the WRG website, Secure Line, PayPal, and you can also send your pledges in the Zoom chat. If you're sending the pledges in the Zoom chat, rest assured we are receiving them. I'd like to take the time out to say a few pledges at this time. Sanjay Kurana and family from California, thank you so much for your generous $1,000. We appreciate you. Gaurav and Monica Suri, thank you so much for your $1,000. We appreciate you. Suman and Nitish Bhattacharya, thank you so much for your $1,000. Thank you. Ritu and Keshav Sidi, thank you so much for your $250. We love and appreciate you. Neil and Pooja Ketkar, thank you so much for your $101. There's also a lot of people that are donating anonymously and do not want to be announced. So we just want to say thank you. We love and appreciate you as well. Now, gonna hand it back over to our dynamic duo, Sanjeev and Armin.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Shilpa, for sharing. And it's great to see the donation activity. As we said earlier, this is an acute unmet need that WRG is serving, and an often overlooked need. I mean, there is no dearth of needs in the world today, but the work that WRG is doing, as I said, to build confidence and put women and young adults from underprivileged backgrounds on the path to financial independence is something really that is, there's no caste, creed, bar, religion. It's indifferent to all of those boundaries. So that work is very special, and it would be great if all of you can take a look at the site and find out more about their initiatives and support their efforts. So we have some more music to share, and we had visited the era of the modern era with songs like even Ye Hausla is from the movie Dor, excuse me. That was a composition of the Salim Suleiman duo, Shafqat Amanat Ali lending his powerful vocals to that. He has, again, no dearth of hits from his in his basket. Let's see if we have time, we can try to go back to that. But really, there are difficult choices to make. Before that, Ghumar from Padmavat, that is definitely the most recent of the melodies that we have sung today. As I said earlier, all of these songs have very explicit links to, starting back with Zindagi Bhar Nahi that we started with, the names like Yaman Kalyan and Sarang and other Bhimpalas, Bolna Halke Halke. These are all, they sound like they are big towering melodies, but it's just amazing how they pervade so many of our popular melodies, so to speak. And this next song that I'm going to sing, many of you know Muhammad Rafi, 4 decades after his passing, remains such an inspiration to so many. And, right here is case in point. One of his melodies comes up next. But again, the classically based melody can be very overt and in your face, and it can be very subtle. So we sang a Savan Ay Yanai, which had, it very, very much looks like one of those creatures, right? All the typical descriptors of a classical melody. Then, so if I sing something like this, I'll be another artist that we admire immensely, Ghulam Ali Khan Saab, in the world of ghazal. His ghazal, दोस्त बनकर भी नहीं साथ निभाने वाला दोस्त बनकर. Or if we go to Rafi Saab's repertoire even, जिंदगी आज मेरे नाम से शर्माती है, अपनी हालत पे मुझे खुद भी हंसी आती है, जिंदगी आज मेरे. Right here we have the very, very explicit markers of a rag called Jaijavanti, and we look at that and say, whoa, Jaijavanti. The name is so impressive, and it's such a formal sounding, and these are very explicit uses of Jaijavanti. So if I say a rag like Jaijavanti is at the core of one of the most popular romantic melodies in all of Hindi film, it may escape your attention, but you'll see what I mean when I sing it, I think. सपने अब एक रंग हैं, वो जहाँ भी ले जाए राहें हम संग हैं. ओ तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग हैं, वो जहाँ भी ले जाए राहें हम संग हैं. तेरे दिल का तय था एक दिन मिलना, जैसे बाहर आने पर तय है फूल का खिलना. मेरे तेरे दिल का तय था एक दिन मिलना, जैसे बाहर आने पर तय है फूल का खिलना. ओ मेरे जीवन साथी तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग हैं, वो जहाँ भी ले जाए राहें हम संग हैं. तेरे दुख अब मेरे सुख अब तेरे, तेरे ये दो नैना चाँद और सूरज मेरे. तेरे दुख अब मेरे सुख अब तेरे, तेरे ये दो नैना चाँद और सूरज मेरे. ओ मेरे जीवन साथी तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग है वो जहाँ भी ले जाए जाए हम संग हैं लाख मना ले दुनिया साथ न ये छूटेगा आके मेरे हाथों में हाथ न ये छूटेगा लाख मना ले दुनिया साथ न ये छूटेगा आके मेरे हाथों में हाथ न ये छूटेगा वो मेरे जीवन साथी तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग है वो जहाँ भी ले जाए राहे हम संग हैं वो तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग है वो जहाँ भी ले जाए राहे हम संग हैं वो तेरे मेरे सपने अब एक रंग है What a soundtrack that was. Again, S.D. Burman, another name in the galaxy of stars that that era held. And his partnership with Rafi Saab, Lataji, all the singers, he knew how to get all the best from them. And that movie, Guide, what a movie. If we talk about classics of Hindi films, Guide is easily up there. An interesting storyline, star cast, but the music just made it all.
So at this point, I'd just like to make a quick announcement. I usually refrain from saying much because, just to keep it moving, because once he gets started, there's typically, things can get derailed, I mean. But Sanjeev does a show every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern and 11 p.m. Eastern on a radio channel called Radio Dil. And this show highlights Indian or popular music from the Indian subcontinent, which is based on classical music. So, what he just elaborated, some of the songs that he talked about, and he typically picks a rag every week and then plays classical, popular music based on that classical rag and elaborates on that and, just discusses a little bit about it. So it's a wonderful show if you get a chance. It is online. And I also want to point out that past episodes, if you want to check out, some of our previous episodes, you can go to our website. Our URL is surilesapne.com, exactly spelled the way it is on the banner, surilesapne.com. And the show is called Swaranjali. There is a link for Swaranjali on surilesapne.com. And if you visit that page, you can see the episodes listed by Rag, and you can go and explore.
Yes, thank you for that. And so please do check out Swaranjali every Sunday at 11. The 11s are the key, 11 Eastern, 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. Radio Dil. And archived episodes at surilesapne.com. So for those of you who are looking to find out more about us or get more of our music and performances, surilesapne.com. We have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. And actually, what Armin was really trying to say is that all of my monologues here about the rags and all that, that's me. That's my Swaranjali host coming out here. So one is bleeding into the other. But it is fascinating how people think about these worlds as poles apart, and really, unki Shastriya Sangeet ki khushbu har nazar har kahin. You can get that the fragrance of the classical music in so many different flavors of songs. So now, another very, very popular melody is something called Pahadi. When we talk about da 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 da, it has been inspiration for countless composers, and the same as D. Burman. Such a fascinating story about all these films and how the different personalities came into the mix. Mohammad Rafi and Kishore Kumar, two giants of the playback singing world, and really set all kinds of standards for male singers where there was no predecessor. The movie Aradhana of the late 60s was something of a turning point where Kishore Kumar began to figure much more heavily into the mix. He had concentrated on acting and singing to a large degree, but the way that things took over, the Rajesh Khanna wave came and things took a turn. Mohammad Rafi still had his status, but Kishore Kumar became more and more of a force, and it was the same Dada Burman in this film Aradhana. The way that Guide is chock full of songs that caught everybody's imagination, Aradhana is no different, and we pick up a duet from this movie now. पूरा कागज था ये मन मेरा 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 लिख लिया नाम इस पे तेरा 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 पूरा कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख लिया नाम इस पे तेरा
सुनांगन था जीवन मेरा बस गया प्यार इसमें तेरा
जाए सपने मैं डरता हूँ इस दिन सपनों में देखा करता हूँ टूट न जाए सपने मैं डरता हूँ इस दिन सपनों में देखा करता हूँ नैना कजरारे मतवारे ये इशारे खाली दर्पण था ये मन मेरा रच गया रूप इसमें तेरा
पूरा कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख लिया नाम उसके तेरा
कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख दिया नाम इस पे तेरा। बागों में फूलों के खिलने से पहले
तेरे मेरे नैनों के मिलने से पहले
बागों में फूलों के खिलने से पहले
तेरे मेरे नैनों के मिलने से पहले
कहाँ थी वो बातें
मुलाकातें
ऐसी रातें
टूटा तारा था ये मन मेरा
बन गया चांद होके तेरा पूरा कागज था ये मन मेरा लिख दिया नाम इस पे तेरा। Thank you. Thank you all very much. Hope you have been enjoying yourself. Once again, it's been a great pleasure for us to perform for the Women's Rehabilitation Group of New Jersey. Again, their website, I want to invite you all to check out their website to learn more about their efforts, www.wrgofnj.org. So take a look, and if you haven't already, please consider making a donation to the great efforts that they have been undertaking for actually several decades now. They weren't born yesterday. They've been at this for quite some time, and really is worth taking some time to get to know more about them. So take a look. Wanted to thank all the ladies of WRG. Sushma Kumar, Sushma ji was the first one that reached out to us, but all of you, Sushma ji, Poonam ji, Kusum ji, and all of you that we have not yet had a chance to meet, congratulations to you on just some phenomenal work, and hope that you were able to keep it up for the many that are benefiting from your efforts. So this concluding number of ours actually is appropriate for a few reasons. Many of you know that Bhairavi is a common way to end many musical settings, and this is a Bhairavi-based composition, one of the most famous Bhairavi-based compositions of all time. And it's also appropriate because we began with a composition of Roshan Saab, and we are ending with a composition of Roshan Saab, whose family lives on in the film industry. Composer Rajesh Roshan, actors Rakesh Roshan and Hrithik Roshan, of course. But it all started with the original Roshan Lal Nagrat in the 40s, 50s, 60s, who left us some of the timeless treasures that we talked about. And so with that, before we will sing this number and then hand it back to Shilpa to take us home for the rest of the event. लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग, चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग, चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग. One of Mannada's greatest hits, Manna Day. हो गई मैली मोरी चुनरिया, कोरे बदन सी कोरी चुनरिया. हो गई मैली मोरी चुनरिया, कोरे बदन सी कोरी चुनरिया. हाँ जाके बाबुल से नजरे मिलाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग. गई सब वचन विदा के, खो गई मैं ससुराल में आके. भूल गई सब वचन विदा के, खो गई मैं ससुराल में आके. जाके बाबुल से नजरे मिलाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग. कोरी चुनरिया आत्मा मोरी, मैल है माया जाल. कोरी चुनरिया आत्मा मोरी, मैल है माया जाल. वो दुनिया मोरे बाबुल का घर, ये दुनिया ससुराल. आ जाके बाबुल से नजरे मिलाऊं कैसे, घर जाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग छुपाऊं कैसे, लागा चुनरी में दाग. Dim tana na de tan tan na de re na dim tana na de tan num ta de re na dim tana na de tan num ta de re na dim na de re tana de re tana tum de ta da re ta re dani dim tana na 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 de ga da da ni dani dani dim tana na de tan tan na de re na dim tana na de tan num ta de re na. सप्त सुरन 3 ग्राम बंसी बाज रे सा सा नि नी ध नि ध ध प प म म ग म ध ग म म ग रे सा धा ध किरदा धा ध किरदा धा ध किरदा चरण धरन धरत पात परत नहीं परण जहाँ झर झन के झन न न न न न Nada dim dano na 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 tana tana nadim tana nada de tan tan nada re nadim tana nada de tan num tada re nadim tana nada de tan. Nada de dum de dim da na 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 dim da na 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 dim da na 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 de dum da na 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 de dum da na 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 de dum da na 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 nada de dum de nada de dum 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 da ki tak mir tak dha da ki tak mir tak dha da ki tak mir tak dha dim ta na na de ta num ta na de na dim ta na na de ta num ta de na dim ta na na de ta num ta de na dim ta na na de ta de ta de ta Thank you all very, very much. Hope you enjoyed the music this evening. Thank you to WRG. And with that, this is Sanjeev and Armin Ramabhadran signing off, and we'll hand you back to Shilpa to take you through the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev and Armin. Again, we cannot thank you enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you all agree with me. They have definitely entertained us tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you. And now I'd like to announce two winners. And our first winner for the $100 gift certificate for the Mehtani Restaurant Group is Chandra Segal. Chandra Segal, congratulations. You just won a $100 gift certificate from the Mehtani Restaurant Group. The WRG committee will reach out to you directly and send you your prize. For our next winner, a $200 gift certificate from Lotus Spa in Red Bank. Again, it's a $200 gift certificate from Lotus Spa in Red Bank, New Jersey. And the winner for that is Ritu Sidi. Ritu, congratulations. You just won a $200 gift certificate from Lotus Spa in Red Bank. Ritu, let me know when you go to Lotus. Maybe I'll join you because I can definitely use a spa day. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you visit our sponsors. Thank you so much to Curry Zone, Mehtani Restaurant Group, and Lotus Spa. We appreciate you. WRG appreciates you. And as always, you can continue to donate on the website, PayPal, and you can continue to pledge in the Zoom chat until this is over. I just want to say a few pledges for you all. Harjeet Singh, thank you for $250. Preeti Pinto, $100. Sapna Bhambani, $50. Asha Sukumaran, $100. Sachin Nagpal, $250. Thank you so much. Chandra Bagaria, $200. Millie Sani, $50. Suresh Sharma, $100. Shela and Naren Manocha, $150. Geeta Mehra, $75. Ramesh and Champa Kaset, $150. We want to thank all of you that donated tonight. For those of you that donated anonymously and did not want to be announced, we appreciate and love you as well. I'm going to hand it over to Rita Chaudhary. A nice big welcome for Rita.
Dear friends, thank you for spending your evening with us in supporting this noble cause and opening your hearts and making the pledges and donations. We salute your continued loyalty. I hope all of you all have enjoyed the mesmerizing performances of our singers, Sanjeev and Armin, as they took us down the decades, the Bollywood decades of memory lane. A big thank you to them. A big thank you, a very heartfelt big thank you, in fact, to Shilpa and Aman, without whose expertise this evening would not have been possible. Their dedication and support is immense, and we are very thankful to them. Also, let's not forget some of the behind-the-scenes supporters whose expertise has also made this evening possible. Adam Gentry, Neeta Dopeshwarkar, and Rahul Siddharth. Last but not least, a great, great big thank you to the entire WRG family for their immense dedication and hard work. A job extremely well done. Kudos to them. Namaskar, thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the WRG Annual Gala. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all a very good night. Stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that we will see you in person next year. Thank you very much and have a good night.